Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing good. So, as you can guess from the title, this is about me being single, but having to deal with the struggles that come along with it, because I so really badly want to find my true love, my soulmate, my significant other, whatever label you want to put to it. Now you're probably thinking, Cameron, get over yourself. There are people doing way worse than you. You being single is not that big of a deal. And if you're thinking that, you're right. It's not that big of a deal. I make it a big deal because I'm an overdramatic person at heart. And, well, not only that, but for 4 years, I have placed love and finding my guy on such a high pedestal that it has been my entire focus for the past 4 years. Well, actually a little bit longer than that, but yeah. And the reason for that is because when I fell in love twice previously. It was the most amazing feeling in the world. I felt like I was on cloud 9. I felt like I was unstoppable. I felt like everything was just gonna be okay because I was deeply in love, and I just loved being with my guy because my guy would always, make me forget about whatever stresses I was going through, and I just felt so nice being with him, be intimate with him. And I've been single for 5 months now, and I still crave it. I still crave getting back out into the dating scene. It's something that I've been doing almost constantly for the past 4 years. And when I moved to Sacramento 4 years ago, I think I actually romanticized it, the whole thing, because before I moved, I was like, okay, awesome, I'm going to Sacramento for school. Sacramento has a bigger population. The gay community over there is more prevalent. And I'm thinking to myself, this is awesome. I'm going to meet my future husband. Everything's going to be okay for me. My life is going to skyrocket. It's going to improve. I'm going to be the happiest I've ever been. Boy, was I wrong. So for those 4 years, like I just said, I failed at it. And the reason why I failed at it was because I put so much focus into finding the right guy for me, so much focus in dating, so much focus into accommodating other people who were totally not right for me, but I prolonged the relationship longer than it should have, or longer than I should have been in. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about not just dating relationships. I'm also talking about certain friendships that I should have ended the minute I saw the, I guess, warning signs or red flags, whatever you want to call it. So it's been a messy 4 years. It has been, and that kind of has, well, not kind of, it has to do with why I decided to be single this past March. You know the saying, it's something like this: how do you expect to love someone if you can't love yourself? Well, about 4 years ago, I convinced myself that I loved myself, when in reality I don't think I actually did. And the reason for that is because, well, I went to therapy beginning of 2016, and I improved. I improved on my flaws. I became a lot less selfish. I became more grateful to the people that were around me, that did things for me. I became much more appreciative I became, overall kinder, a little less shy. So I thought I was ready. No, I was not. I still had a lot of growing up to do, and if I loved myself, if I really truly loved myself, I wouldn't put so much focus into other people, into dating, into finding the love of my life, which I did for those 4 years. And I told myself repeatedly, no, I still love myself, but I'm just, putting in the effort to find my guy. I'm trying to make it happen. That's what I'm doing. Well, see, the thing is, deep down, I was desperate. And when you're desperate for something, when you finally get that thing, I'd say more often than not, you're not entirely satisfied with what you're trying to get. And so I convinced myself that I loved myself. I convinced myself that I wasn't desperate for it, when in reality I was. And it took me 4 years to realize that, for 4 years I was not putting focus into myself, not continuing to improve myself, not trying to figure out what my purpose in life is. I was putting all of that focus into other people. And part of the reason why that is because, I thought putting all that focus into me was selfish. I didn't want to be selfish. I've been called selfish multiple times in the past. That's not what I wanted to be. That's the opposite of who I wanted to be, who I wanted to become. So my mentality back then was, okay, I don't want to be selfish, so I'm going to give my all to these other people, to accommodate them, even though some of these people have insulted me. These people are constantly hot and cold with me, but it's okay. They're probably just going through a rough patch or something, so I'll get over it. I'm just being sensitive, etc., etc. Yes, I cannot count the number on one hand, maybe even both hands, how often I've dealt with people like that. Not just when it comes to dating, but also so-called friends. And yet I continue trying to pursue said friendships, dating relationships. And it just sucks because how you always see on social media couples who are together, engaged, married, whatever, and they post stuff like we've been married for this many years now, and we're happier than ever, we're more in love than ever, we are more in love than ever, et cetera, et cetera. And when I see those posts, obviously I'm happy for them. I'm happy that there are people who, are years into a relationship or a marriage and are still happy with their partner. And, I'm legitimately happy for them. But at the same time, it just, it does make me a little bit sad because, I really want that. I really want to find my guy who I can, share my life with and just move heaven and earth to make them happy. But that can't happen because I know I'm not ready yet. And it sucks because I want to be ready, but I've got so much work to do on myself. I've got so much more growing to do, which is why I truly believe, even though it's cliche, that you cannot love someone until you really truly love yourself and are content with yourself. And there's also something that I've noticed in of stories of people who have found the love of their lives. I've noticed that those people, they found their purpose in life, or they are on the path to finding their purpose in life, and they are not actively looking for, a relationship. I've noticed that those people end up actually finding the love of their lives. Whether it be, at their within their purpose, or if they just come totally out of the blue. I've noticed that's a really common pattern in those stories. So I really truly believe that that'll happen for me too, and I hope it happens for you, whoever's watching this. Doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bi, lesbian, transgender, etc., 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 etc. I truly believe for those of us who have the desire to be with the love of our lives that it will happen eventually. But the thing is, though, I think we also have to be okay with the fact, well, not with the fact, with the possibility that we may not be able to find the love of our lives. And the reason why I say that is because I can't remember if I said this earlier, but I feel like so many of us put love and romantic relationships on such a high pedestal that we make it the most important thing in our lives. And while it is important and it is amazing, it is fun, we can't put it on such a high pedestal. We cannot, because as controversial as it might sound, there are so many more things to life that can bring us value, that we can grow within. There are so many things in this world that we can experience and do, outside of love, or romantic love, I should say. And that is, I'm not at all trying to, what's the word, try to attack the concept of romantic love. I'm not. But we can't not make it the most important thing in the world. And that's what I did for so many years. I made it the most important thing in the world. I made it my mission to find my true love, and and it was just a struggle the majority of the way through. So that is a very brief summary of why I am single right now, and I plan to be single for a very long time, and that is a-okay. And I just hope whoever's viewing this, if you're single, just know that it's okay. You are valuable and worthy, even if you are single, even if you do not have a partner within your life. You are valuable and worthy. Okay, and another thing I hope people get from this is that to not put too much focus on it. Like I said, there's so much more to life outside of it. And what's also a struggle is, being part of the gay community. I take sex pretty seriously, so I cannot have sex without some kind of feeling and emotions involved. And I've tried it before. Well, I didn't try it all the way. I've almost tried it. But I've noticed that I just felt empty during it. And just wrong, I guess. It just felt wrong. If that makes sense. So yeah, I'm the kind of person that just really needs the emotional aspect of sex. And it just kind of sucks that the gay community has a prevalence towards just strictly sex. I'm not at all saying all gay guys are, like that. They just want sex. I mean, I get it. Sex is amazing. It feels good. It's fun. But like I said, for me and many other gay people I've actually talked with, you know, they want, a lot of them are looking for more than that. And I've talked, well, not talked, I've seen, many, it's not just with us, I've seen many heterosexual men and women who really want the emotional aspect of sex as well. So I feel like, that opinion is actually a lot more common than what's many people realize. That, a lot of people want sex with, the emotional aspect involved. I just think that, with mainstream media, over sexualizing everything these days, I think a lot of people think because of that's just what so many other people want, is just sex. Which, I think that just might be me being an optimist, but I truly think that there's a lot of people, of all orientations that truly want, love, and not just sex. So, I know that, sorry, that kind of went off topic there, but that's something I feel like I feel like I should also mention here, because I am a big romantic at heart. I hope I can find, I shouldn't say I hope, I'll speak it into existence. I will find my Prince Charming eventually. So later, and I hope that you, whoever's viewing this, if you're single and you desire a long-term partner or husband, wife, what have you, I hope that you get yours too, your true love. So the next video I'm going to upload is going to be the first part of my failed dating and relationships series, and you're going to be in for a wild ride when you watch those videos, because I'm going to tell you all of my experiences with relationships and dating, and it's going to seem like really confusing and all over the place at first, but towards the end you will realize why I said everything that I said, and why it made me the person that I am today, and why I'm choosing to be single for a very long time. So what I said earlier in this video about me being single, that's just a very short summarized version of it. About, me needing to be single because I had to focus on myself, because it was just exhausting, constantly going through dates and relationships without ever having time to prioritize myself. So that'll be uploaded within a few days. So look forward to that, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Alright, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.